And we're live.
Hello, Dagorhir. This is your crazy cookie friends, and we just wanted to say we love you. And we're coming to Rivendell. Woohoo! Yes. Totally psyched. Car packed. Barely enough room to squeeze in people, in things, and places, and spears, new daggers. Ready to go.
I'm excited.
I'm always excited. I have this constant, like, oh, I'm gonna go to an event. I'm gonna go to an event. Like a week before, a month before. As soon as I hear about there's an event that I can go to, I'm totally psyched. I have the spark.
The spark?
Dude, the spark. You know, like the thing that makes you want to fight, that makes you feel like...
You're talking about that feeling when you first started playing the game and you got addicted to Dagorhir.
Yes.
That addiction, you know, that's where all the... You remember you're addicted to Dagorhir when...
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love those jokes. What was... I think I remember something one time I saw on the national boards when we used to have them. It was, you're addicted to Dagorhir if you help clean a guy's... entire garage out so he could have his PVC pipe. Talking about PVC pipe, that was back in the day. Now
like when you were like, oh, but what can I want nunchucks? Can I do nunchucks? And everyone's like, no, for fuck's sake. Like that feeling that only new people get. When you're like, oh, what about I want a quarter staff? And we're like, no, like what the fuck is
Hey John, you still get that sometimes, with your whole when you always are trying to, make the best weapon or find that uber weapon that you're always looking for.
Told many years ago, liked a thing that I made, which was the low pro spear. He's like, you fucking did amazing. That's so great. It's everywhere. He gave me permission to make whatever the fuck I wanted at any time. And then go play test it. He's like, absolutely. And if anybody says otherwise, just kick him in the dick or take it up a drunken Bob.
I remember this one guy out of Evansville when I first started playing, and he had this big freaking axe. And this was back when red was like 42 inches.
Right.
Or maybe it was like 46. It wasn't 48. I think it was 42 though. Big bearded axe. And then had a stab tip on top of it. And he's like, check this out. It's like my unbreakable freaking, shield that I can stab with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, they can't stop
You're
arrows.
like, yeah, they can't really swing it effectively.
But if somebody shoots him, with an arrow, he's dead. But, it was cool. I was like, all right. Like,
like the horse head.
He could swing it red. He could stab double green. He could act as a shield. It was a good concept.
I had a weapon that was so big and ridiculous. It was a hooked glaive, red handle. It looked like you could ride it into battle. It was so big because it was half couch cushion across the whole tip. Hit it beautifully until it rained. And Rowan took that thing and he swung it, soaking wet, and it exploded across a couple different people. This burst of water, so much impact, it knocked people off the bridge, ripped the weapon apart. It was chaos, and it was a great story. Those are the things that create the spark.
The spark. So,
epic moments, epic fight moments.
I remember, my first taste of Dag and stuff, and it was a couple of my friends, they're like, here's Dagorhir, and I'm just like, that looks stupid. That looks absolutely really stupid.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
I know how this goes. If it wasn't for Seth, he said, look, if you try it and you don't like it, you're out a couple weekends.
Yeah.
If you do it and you love it, well, then you found something that you've been missing your whole life. And he's like, just give me 1 month of practices and one event, and that's all I'll ever ask of you.
Well, yeah.
And I'm so glad that he did.
So then I all of a sudden, one day, I don't remember what it was, but some combat video came up while I'm, on the internet at high school.
Life Sucks, play Dagorhir.
Yeah. I don't think it was that, but because I was already playing when that came out.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I'm watching. I'm like, huh. So I can hit somebody with a stick as hard as I want, and I'm playing high school football,
right?
So, you know, I started thinking about it. I asked some friends about it. Next thing we have a practice, and I'm fucking hooked.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to hit somebody with a, you know, I remember my first weapon was just a 48-inch, like, red sword, and I remember thinking, oh my god, this is like comically long, because I think the rule was like 42, like I said earlier. So I'm thinking this red weapon is comically long, and of course, you know, I had to put a stab tip on the end of it. This was back when, you know, when you did that stuff, it looked like a penis.
Of course. What else? I mean, that's what weapons are anyway. They're like an analogy for a penis. Like,
well, it had, you know,
whose tip is the most squishy. And you get both your hands in the pommels. It reminds me of the foot-long, white, veiny dildo dagger that I made. Did you ever see that?
Probably.
Purple tip. That was a great dagger. Great assassin's weapon. Let me tell you. Nobody wants to hit check that. except for Blackhawk. He was like, "This is a great weapon. I liked it. It's really nice soft tip." So I gotta tell you guys, I have been training brand new people at Dragoon practice, and some of you know that's going well. Some of you know it's going amazing. Teaching Longclaw, teaching Flail and Tower, and every time I teach new people, I re-find the spark. I find their passion and their going fucking nunchucks, right? And I re-find through them the spark. Mentoring people is amazing. If you feel like you've lost your spark, you want to go out and do events, find somebody, one or two even, mentor them, start them brand new, and you will find in that your own center, your own peace.
Yeah. You know, you having a lot of fun with that? What do they call you?
They call me Master. that was their own deal. Like, please don't call me Master. And they're like, oh, Master Fjorn. I'm like, don't stop.
You love it.
I'm not gonna say that I don't. It's like when you go into somebody's to like do a sales presentation or a thing, and somebody sits on your every word, and you're elegant and you flow, and like it's a very good feeling to. And like, I don't know everything about DAG, and I haven't been there for everything, but every question to them is this: they just hang on every word.
Yeah.
Like, should I get safety gear? And I'm like, oh, I'm a child. You see, knee pads.
Shit, I forgot my cup.
And cups, very important. And like, you then feel again like you are, and maybe that's why I do it, maybe that's why I enjoy it.
What'd you forget? You know what I forgot now?
Yeah, you forgot your cup?
Yeah.
I didn't forget anything.
Sure. Like I was talking about, like, we're not really sure where your gloves are.
Oh yeah, my gloves. They should be protected.
Alright, what was it, I remember, you know, like, when I was fighting, one thing that really, like, didn't make me want to really play this game when I was new was when I just freaking would get crushed over and over.
Oh, dude.
By the new people, like, by the veterans or the people I've been playing for, you know. I'm just an old guy, and then smack you like a baby seal.
Completely agree. That's why we have Friday night fights.
So, I'm a real big believer in, don't get me wrong, I think the best thing for a new fighter is get somebody with equal skill as them, but also to take them to an event or something and have them fight people that are worse than them, because then they
can be
and
talk them up. Like, yes, like,
because
don't pull any punches.
Like, they're not gonna. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot more to this game than winning.
Yeah.
But winning is what brings them back.
Well, nobody wants to
get their ass kicked all day.
Right. I mean, losing is okay.
I mean, it does. You know, it happens.
That's part of life.
Yeah.
And death. And Dagorhir.
Yeah. But, you know, and I guess we're talking more of just a fighting aspect right now. We're not really, you know, talking much more than that. But, you know, that can help get that spark of, oh, I think I'm awesome, or, oh, I'm gonna be awesome.
Well, you could always do like knighthood.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's what I had to do to get my spark back.
Yeah.
I remember like fizzling out, you know, I've been playing the game.
Plateau.
Yeah. Because it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody, you know. You sit there, you've been playing the game 5-6 years, and you're like, maybe your initial unit that you were with dies.
Yeah. Or a bunch of people leave out of a unit.
Or just people stop coming out.
Or your chapter dwindles down to almost nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, you're going to events and you're enjoying events, but then like you're just one person. And yeah, you got some friends here or there, but you know, you don't have that good core group of people. And there's, you know,
and now you're like married and you're with somebody, you can't go around and sleep with 3 different women in 1 week. It's brutal. I totally. It's rough.
Yeah, so, you know, knighthood definitely helped me out with my first plateau. I mean, it brought me back to loving the game. I think, you know, I had something to push me again. Because, like, you know, you're going to push yourself, and then you kind of you plateau, and then having something like knighthood or something to strive for is what you got to find. And then, you know, you'll get a plateau, and you just got to find that next thing. Like, I think sometimes you'll get guys that, you know, talk about cross gaming, you know, they go to the SCA to look for it. That spark again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna like Bishop, he cross games and he's steadily just
Rune.
And it's a whole new group of people. It's different maturity, it's different whatever, and it makes you able to tolerate the new people. And there's desire for nunchucks.
Like I switched to, I kind of went the other direction. I went to Amp Guard just to try it out. To be honest, try Amp Guard. It speeds up your hands. It makes you learn how to block a lot.